Come back. Oh, let's just shake your hand, darling. And you too. Pleasure. Thank you very much. It's really wonderful. I only bought one because I would have bought 20 if necessary. No.
How long are you queued up for that then, son?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
No. One thing, yeah. Very nice, isn't it? Yes,
What have you got there then, sir? 3 wall boxes. 3 wall Lads Club boxes. They were good, yes. Ginger said he's the greatest.
Would you shake hands? Have you got time to shake hands? Thanks very much.
Keep moving, please.
Keep moving. Yeah.
Just the cans. Just the
Shake
cans.
hands.
Just the cans.
Good
Otherwise,
luck
they're too
next
easy.
month. April, what was it, 6?
You think it's the greatest, do you?
Yeah, I do. I think you'll be Fraser next time.
What about you?
I think it's how it'll beat Fraser.
He will?
Easy.
Yeah.
What round?
I don't know. I think it'll be about 10 rounds.
I think he's marvellous. Cleverest man on earth.
Is he going to beat Fraser?
He'd beat anyone. Beat me too.
If it wasn't for Ovaltine, I never would have seen these little country towns. Usually when I think of England and America, all we think of is London. And as Mr. Godden has explained, we've been to Birmingham and Manchester and a few more places in here. And I never would have had no reason to come here if it wasn't for working with Ovaltine. I'm glad of that, because the next time I meet Joe Frazier, I'll take the fight more serious, I'll train more harder, because I never realized how many people and followers of all ages, all races, religions, and creeds that I had following me. And I guess it comes from the old saying, a prophet is never honored in his own home. I understand, when Tom Jones come to America, he's more accepted and more mobbed than he is here because he's new. Same with the Beatles, same with Twiggy when she was there. And I guess that's the way it is here. I imagine if I lived here and I was here all the time, it'd be different. And it would be that way in the States. But I've never had so many admirers, mainly old women and old men. Excuse me, I drink some Ovaltine. And I always have them Ovaltine. How do you mix it? I always have it served. I never have to mix it myself. I like it so much here until Mr. Garden and Ovaltine is now looking for a little. I told him a summer home, but he said a summer home over here. Great show. You said instant, didn't you? I'm glad that Mr. Garden came to me to work with Ovaltine. What made it so good is when he came to my house in New Jersey to make a deal with me, he found Ovaltine stored in my closet already. And we drink it all the time. I've been drinking since I was a little boy, and it's a famous drink in America. We don't call it a bedtime drink, though, but we drink it. And so it's a pleasure working and telling the people that I do and how good it is because I actually do. So much of that, but we're now preparing for fight November the 17th in Houston. And I should be in training right now. But right after today, this is my last tour, we'll go into training. This is the most civilized place we've been in since the tour, right? In most places we've been, the people mob us, they push the policemen over, and the crowds become uncontrollable. But everything here was in order, and this is the easiest day that I've had. This is the easiest everything, right? Right. All right. No trouble out of here. Well, that's just about all we have to say.
Mohammed, you're a hero to thousands of youngsters in Britain. What advice would you give to boys who want to make a career out of boxing today?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't encourage no youth to make a career out of boxing because it takes a lot of time. Just about, he'd have to start to be successful at the age of 17 at the latest, and probably at the age of 23, 24, he might start making a living out of it. Then there's the gamble of not making it, and then his life has been wasted trying to prepare for something that he didn't make it in. It's not for sure. It's a haphazard thing. But I would advise a youth to take up a trade, whether he's a doctor, a lawyer, or a mechanic, or a technician, or jet plane pilot, or whatever you want to be, something where he can use his brains and use a pen and a pencil and not just his fists. But if one is talented enough, I'd encourage him to go on if he really believes he can make it and you have top advisors.
Did you start boxing just for money or because you wanted to be the top man?
Well, I started boxing just as a recreation. I was a kid, 12 years old. At the time, I wasn't worried much about money. Our mother and father took care of me. They made a good living. And I didn't have a chance to be the top man at that age. I just boxed to win the Golden Glove title. I would say top man in that, and I won that. And at 16, I went to Chicago, won the United States title. At 17, I won the United States title. Then I went to the Olympics and turned pro and won the gold medal, and that let me know I had a chance to go at it for a livelihood, to earn a living. Then I turned professional. I've been going since then. But after winning the first national Golden Glove, that let me know that I had a chance to be a top-notch professional.
Where did you get all that confidence?
Well, have you heard of an American wrestler named Gorgeous George? Well, there's a wrestler named Gorgeous George. He's died now. He used to always talk about, I am the greatest. I'm beautiful. I'll kill anybody. I'll whoop them all. And everybody would come to see him get beat because he boasted a lot. And I went to see him get beat myself. And I saw all of these people coming to see Gorgeous George get beat. And I said, this is a good idea because they all had to pay to get in. And I started talking, I am the greatest. If you talk jive, you'll fall in 5. If you make me sore, you'll go in 4. If that don't do, I'll get you in 2. I'm beautiful. They said, he talks too much. He needs a good whooping. And they just paid all them dollars and pounds to see me beat. And I went to the bank laughing. So that was just to serve a purpose. And I said I was the greatest. I know I am, but I didn't. I just put emphasis on it.
Do you think you've got to have the killer instinct to be a champion?
Well, I don't like the word killer instinct because I don't go in the ring to hurt nobody and to physically hurt nobody for life. And I would say you just have to have a determination and an instinct for being aggressive. I wouldn't say killer, because the purpose is not to kill nobody.
Have you ever gone into the ring actually hating your opponent? I mean, there was a lot of talk about the Tyrrell fight, for instance.
No, a lot of publicity. He didn't want to call me my name Muhammad Ali, and made mockery of my religious beliefs, and I just put an emphasis on how I was going to beat him, but he's a victim of the system. I wasn't really angry at him. My mind is a little too advanced and to be angry at one man, you know.
Well, what about the return with Frazier? Some people say that you've slowed down and that you've got a weight problem.
Some say I slowed down, but they changed after they saw the James Ellis fight. For 12 rounds, I danced like the Muhammad Ali of old. Frazier fight, I didn't intend to go too strong. I didn't know how good he was. I didn't want to tire myself out. Wasn't that sure of my condition, so I paced myself. Now I know him better. He tired more so than I did. He was in worse shape physically, spent 4 weeks in the hospital. And so next time I'll do much better with Ellis. I'm getting all out in England and everything and seeing how many fans I got, how hard I have to work. And the next time I predict, it might shock and amaze you, but I will destroy Joe Frazier.
I'd just like to put to you a quote from the British boxing promoter Harry Levine about a possible fight with Bodell. He says, Clay's no longer, apologies for that, Clay's no longer the big name, although he still has a big mouth. He was, in my view, the greatest, but the sheen has gone.
Well, he has a right to his opinion, but if he don't watch out, I will give Bodell hell at the start of the bell.
What do you think to our British champion, Jack Bodell?
Jack Bodell's a good fighter. He beat a good man, Buckner, and Buckner beat Cooper, who was going to downhill slide. But I think Buckner's on top now here, and all he needs now is to take his time and don't rush himself and build himself up now.
Is Buckner washed up, do you think?
Buckner? No, Buckner's going to be a big, serious threat. He might come back and beat Bodell easy, like I'm going to do Joe Frazier, like Sugar Ray did Randy Turpin, like Joe Louis did Max Mellon. Once a good fighter gets beat, he trains harder. He realizes what he had. He takes it more serious. He's more determined, and like you're going to see a better Joe Buckner now. See.
Now, what do you like doing best when you're not fighting and talking? I mean,
driving my Rolls Royce. Getting out on a nice day, mainly when it's raining. I love to drive in rain. Just get on the expressway, cut my music on, and get me my coffee pot and my Ovaltine, and just drive.
You are a family man, and I think a lot of people probably don't know. You're married with 3 children. Have you got any hopes for your children?
Well, not really. My daughter's, one of them, might be a pediatrician, a baby doctor, something dignified and high class. Number one, I'm gonna take them. One daughter's 3, 2 of them are 1 year old. I'm putting them in school, special schools. Tutors are coming to the house, and I want them to learn 3 or 4 languages mainly, and start them out. Like I didn't do it, and I have the money, and I want to take them, and by the time they're like 10 years old, they'll be speaking 3 or 4 or 5 top major languages, and getting prepared in life for some type of trade. Because it's in one's childhood that he must discover the purpose of his life. Everybody's created for purpose. Because if a man's 30 years old, he's lucky to say he's lived 3 years, because half his life was sleeping. If a man's 30 years old, he slept about 10 years. And he spent about 12 years in school getting prepared, and 3 hours a day in school, which means 6 hours a day in school, which means 3 years in school. All the time that you travel from home to work or school to back from school, all your traveling time takes a year out of your life. All the time you've watched television, watched movies might take a year out of your life. So if a person's 30 years old, he's lucky to say he's really lived 4 years. So you must start them out young and get so when they hit the age of 25 or 30, they're established in the profession. If they're not, life becomes a tragedy.
Now, just moving on to religion, how do you explain the fact that you are a minister of religion and also a boxer?
Well, I was expelled as a minister because I'm a boxer. I'm leading. Elijah Muhammad wouldn't allow me to box or be a minister, so right now I'm under suspension until I quit boxing. And I've turned down millions of dollars in commercials and advertisements, whiskey and alcohol, because of my faith. And I couldn't be promoting Ovaltine if I didn't really drink it, because I don't lie. And the draft, the religion ain't the only thing I'm using to get out of the draft, because I've turned down millions of dollars before the draft came up just for what I believe.
Are you in favor of sort of integration or black domination?
I don't believe in no black domination where black slave whites or own whites or take over the country. I believe in black separation and black people being independent and cleaning themselves and building their own society and quit relying and begging other people and be independent like other nations.
What do you think to Britain and the British people?
Well, what I could say about this country, to sum it all up, it's a civilized country. People are respectable. I don't see no policemen walking around with machine guns and dogs and pistols. and I don't see people scared to come out at night because they might get mugged or people blowing up each other's buildings. And it's just real civilized, and I like to see the day that the United States can be operated and ran like this country.
Have you got a quick poem for us, just to finish off with?
Let me see. London. And no, I can't get one that quick.
Why
That's
have
quick.
you remained so pretty? What's the secret of your prettiness?
Wow, what's the secret of me being not too bad looking? You know, Joe Frazier's too ugly to have my job. That's why I'm going to take my title back. But my secret in staying nice looking and not getting hit is he who hits and runs away lives to fight another day.
Oh, on the end.
Hey, what's that picture there? Let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see the picture, old chat. Ooh, who am I fighting here, old chat? Boy, that's when I was pretty. I didn't get old now.
We can't see your face there.
Oh, you got to see my face.
Just looking at that.
It's the most important one here, you know.
It's the most important interview of all. This interview is for Ovaltine. That's why I will never be seen.
Welcome to the United Kingdom, Muhammad Ali, and welcome to Ovaltine. We would like you to give a message to all our Ovaltine workers in the United Kingdom and all the many, many thousands of Ovaltine drinkers. Over to you, please.
Well, I want to tell all of the Ovaltine workers and all of the Ovaltine drinkers that I'm very proud, I'm very honored to be representing Ovaltine. Number one, because I actually drink Ovaltine. I've drank Ovaltine ever since I was a little boy. It kept me happy and full of joy. I'm glad to be here, and I'm not the type person who lie. I'm a man of principle. I've turned down millions of dollars for my belief. This is the first thing that I have ever promoted, the first thing that I have ever advertised. Usually athletes and people such as my image promote things like wine, whiskey, beer, or some type of cigarettes, which is bad for the health. I'm a religious man and I don't represent that, so what I like about Ovaltine is it's healthy, it gives you strength, it gives you energy, and I drink it, it's good, and I can tell the world I drink it. And not only that, I'm not going to trick you, I'm being paid for this. Yes, I'm being paid for it, but I actually drink it. And I want to say I enjoy being here. I've seen Manchester, Birmingham, and where are we at here today? Norwich, and I've been all over England. If it wasn't for Ovaltine, I never would have seen this part of the country. And Nigeria, many places there. So I'm glad I'm here, and I'm honored working for Ovaltine, and I hope that we can stay together.
Thank you very much indeed, Mohammed, for your wonderful endorsement of Ovaltine. And I'd like to introduce you now to John Wadsworth, also from the UK Ovaltine Company, who would like to ask you one or two questions.
Oh,
John
yes,
Wadsworth.
Pretty boy.
Muhammad Ali, you're an international sportsman. Would you say that Ovaltine is only suitable for sportsmen and athletes?
No, Ovaltine is suitable for anybody. And then the way I drink it, like in the winter times before I do road work, I like to drink it hot in the mornings. And then I drink it a lot of times when it's real cold, I drink it hot, I mean to say. And when it's real hot, I like to chill it and make it cold. But Ovaltine is good for old people, it's good for little children. I have a daughter, 3 years old, she drinks it every morning. And I have some more babies still on the bottle, and my wife puts it in the bottle and feeds it to them. And it's good, and for anybody, it's just like water. Is water good for old people? Is water good for athletes? Water's good for everybody. Same with Ovaltine.
Ovaltine has always been associated with young children and healthy children. Would you say that the young children should have a purpose in life?
I think everybody was created for a purpose. Everything was born for a purpose. Everything is here on earth for a purpose. Buzzards have a purpose. Trees have a purpose. I would say flies have a purpose. Rats have a purpose. Cats, dogs, horses, tigers, lions, everything has a purpose. And most surely God's highest form of life, man, has a purpose too. And it's the knowing of that purpose that enables every soul to fulfill it. And a wise man is he who knows his life purpose. So the first thing that must be gained in life is the knowledge of one's true purpose in life, and at a young age start working towards that purpose. And youth is the time of blossoming, youth is the fullness of energy, and youth is the time when a person should start working towards his life purpose after he discovers it.
Muhammad Ali, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Thank you. And I like Ovaltine, and I like your style, but your pay is so cheap, I won't be back for a while.